Hiya Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So Cancer, September 2019, let's see what is going on with you guys. Just by looking at the astrology and from your reading last month, which I was actually surprised so many of you guys related to that reading because it was kind of specific, it was a little more specific than usual, and that was a lot. That was a lot going on, and you guys have had a lot going on with the eclipses in your sign and everything, but this month is really where the growth kind of starts. Even though you guys have probably went through a ton, I feel like this month is where it's time to pick yourselves back up, no matter what's happened, even if you've been doing just fine. It's time to pick yourselves back up. And two things can kind of happen to a Cancer this month, in my opinion. You could really start kind of feeling a certain type of way about yourself. You could really start critiquing yourself and wanting to kind of stay in and not do anything and kind of mope around and whatnot. Or you can get your butts up and you can get out of the house. And you can, you don't have to go far, but get out of the house, run errands, do what you're supposed to do, get organized, do the work, do what you got to do, and speak up, Cancer. This month is really for you guys, I think, more than anybody, about speaking the hell up about what you meaning what you say, and what you really think about things. It's almost about being very honest. I mean, you guys are ruled by the moon, the mother, right? So you guys are like that mom with a sharp ass tongue that's just had enough, and she's like, okay, no, this is not how we're doing things here. Oh, look at that. This is not how we're doing things here. We are this is this and this is that, and that's the way it is. You know what I mean? And that is what we need from you guys this month. Now, it's important not to go all the way on one side of that to where you're angry, you're frustrated. It's important to own your truth, speak your truth, mean what you say, but also take care of yourself right now. And you've been kind of doing that. The last 2 months have been all about self-care, but you could have fallen a little bit into I don't know how to explain this, but basically you could have fallen a little bit into isolation or staying in a little bit too much, not doing anything, or kind of feeling sorry for yourself, or just feeling like it's intense, everything is just intense, or you don't really want to be around people, or whatever. You could have just been feeling a little bit not like yourself. So this month, it is time to pick yourselves back up. It is time to really incorporate the lessons that you've learned in your day-to-day lives, in your routines, in your immediate environments, in your local environments, and Virgos, a very similar thing that they have in common, we have the Empress coming out here, a very similar thing that they have in common is wanting to serve, right? Virgos want to serve. The Empress is the mother, by the way. So wanting to serve, wanting to make people happy, and with, Cancer being the sign of the mother, it's you want to take care of everybody before you take care of yourself, and we can't do that because then we fall into the Five of Cups energy, you know what I mean, as a Cancer. And so that can be a little bit difficult for Cancers, right? And it can be difficult for Virgos too, but just kind of in a little bit of a different way. But both of you guys have a tendency to make sure those around you are okay before making sure yourself is okay. And this month is really about not falling into that energy. It's really about making sure that you are okay and creating your own self-love, creating your own self-care ritual, or your own space where you can just be authentically you, Cancer, where you can create, where you can be passionate, where you can build, where you can let your beauty out and not feel bad about it, right? Not feel like you are losing out or missing something or feeling sorry for yourself, because you have so much more to offer than you think you do. And I don't know, but someone just really fucking needed to hear that just now. You have so much more to offer than you think you do. I'm just saying. So let everything flow. exist with the world and know that, yeah, just because you're in the world does not mean that you are of the world. And it's time to accept what is around you. It is time to do what you have to do. Pick yourself back up and own it. Own it. Accept it. Let it go. Don't keep dwelling on what happened. You know what I mean? It's time to take action. It's time to let the tower fall, right? It's time to take action. It's time to take action. It's time to realize that you have a lot more than you think you do. I mean, this Five of Cups ain't got nothing on the Empress. And I'm sorry, but the Empress coming out first. She's the number 3. Virgo is the 3rd sign from Cancer. Like, this Five of Cups ain't got nothing on the Empress. I'm just saying. And the Empress is the mother of the tarot, right? You know what I mean? So anyway, so then we have the 8 of Wands and the Tower. So some of you guys could be moving. Some of you guys could get kind of wrapped up in a conversation, or this could be the past. Like, part of me feels like it's the past because the 8 of Wands is like time, because it's travel and it's fast. And so if something does happen, it's going to happen quick, right? If you're trying to let something go and you're afraid of the effects of what may happen from letting that go, it's going to be pretty quick, quick and to the point, whatnot. If you are traveling, like going somewhere, basically, be careful with the Tower here. Just make sure you're paying attention to the details. That is what this month is all about, Cancer. The smaller details, the smaller things going on in your life, all of that. So then we have the Page of Wands with the 4 of Wands. Some of you guys are definitely moving, okay? Or something is going on in the home life with the family, the foundation. Some of you guys are definitely traveling. And it looks really good, actually. It looks really good. Some of you guys miss what was still, but I feel like this month you really get to realize that what was is no longer what was for a reason, right? You start feeling this inspiration with the Page of Wands there, and this sense of purpose. Ooh, there you go. Huge wake-up call. Thank you very much. You start feeling this new sense of purpose and this new community, this new family, this new environment that you're in. Feeling secure and safe in a whole new way. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Even though other people may not like it, and even though there could be something going on with the kids, being a little rowdy, nothing too crazy. I mean, this is your sharp tongue, Cancer. This is your using this Virgo season energy to be like, look, to blow your trumpet on the chaos and not put up with it, basically, anymore. We also have the World at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Some big endings, possibly, Cancer. So we are finding a sense of purpose. Some of you guys feel trapped when it comes to a family situation because we have the 10 of Swords coming up after the 10 of Pentacles. It's like some of you guys went from a really shitty family situation that just wasn't going anywhere, that wasn't involving anywhere, from a shitty neighborhood or a shitty town, or, you know, whatever, home environment, or just one where you felt trapped, basically. And then now it's like Temperance, you know. I swear some of you guys are traveling or moving or something, and it's beautiful. But now we're balancing out this new life, this new world, and we're coming full circle and leaving the old behind, in some way, some shape or form, right? So as for signs, you have Libra, Taurus, a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag, and then also Sagittarius, again, so there's that. There is that. So this is amazing, Cancer, and if you didn't know, we are going to clarify all of this, pull more oracle cards. in the extended bonus reading that I do over on my Patreon that you can get. I also do love readings over there for each sign, so definitely go check that out. I have a lot going on over there. I do a lot over there, from anywhere to the extended bonus readings to weekly one question readings where you get a weekly one question tarot reading for being a member, all the way to my Soulology online course for spiritual development and soul alignment with your purpose in this life. And we learn all kinds of stuff over there. We're also going to be learning astrology. I do new and full moon rituals over there. So definitely go check it out if you're interested. If you get confused about any of the membership levels and what they offer, basically, you can watch a video that I have, I think, on my About page on Patreon, and I go over all the details in there a little bit more in detail so you can understand what the hell is going on. Also, some of you may have some kind of contract, documents, something along those lines, that it's really important for you to pay attention to the details this month. Just saying. So, some of you guys took off from a situation that was no longer serving you, okay? Others of you had someone take off from a situation that was no longer serving you, but you couldn't do it yourself, or you couldn't do it yourself, so it's almost like someone else did it for you or will be doing it for you. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out your cards, Cancer, and then I'm going to go over the notes I took for your guys' astrology for the month of September here, okay? So these are your cards. Hopefully you can see them all right. Okay, so let's do this. This month is like a pep talk, Cancer. You need to be able to pep talk yourself all the way through this. You got this. You a bad bitch or a bad bro, dude, whatever, gentlemen, you got this, okay? I promise you. You can pick yourself back up from whatever has happened, whether it was just you're feeling a little lost, you're feeling a little not yourself, or you went through some crazy breakup or some crazy situation or some crazy living situation, family situation. It is time to pick yourself back up and use this month to find the tools and to practice on yourself, to work on yourself, practice your self-love, practice your just focusing on yourself. And that's what the topic of the online course is going to be this month, basically confidence, self-love, and ways to basically achieve that. It's really awesome. So that's what we're going over in Soulology. So anyways, so basically, Virgo, if you're a Cancer rising, Virgo is your third house. So even if you're not a Cancer rising, but you're a Cancer sun or moon, these things could somewhat affect yourself as well. I mean, these things could sometimes, I can't talk. These things could somewhat affect you as well. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. So basically, you could be dealing with everyday things, errands, your local environment, coming out of your shell with all the major lessons you've learned this summer, making lists, getting a planner, a calendar, organizing your life, the small details of your life, your mind, your thoughts, your communication, noticing the small details in your day-to-day life and in your work life, worrying a little bit more about your health and your day-to-day life. Some of you could be going on a jog around your neighborhood or going to a gym in your local environment or something along those lines. This could be, you could be revising, analyzing, or editing something, or dealing with technology. You could be being more practical and realistic about what's not working in your daily life and in your environment. It's really important to try not to avoid all these things or avoid reality. It's also important to try to maybe help others or think of others to help you get out of your head, but also, like I was saying before, not only put the focus on others and not yourself, basically, right? So, anyways, because that's another way that you could try to stay in your shell, basically, instead of coming out. It's about coming out of your shell, Cancer, and you guys can do that. I know you can. So yeah, it's a little bit less about going with the flow and a little bit more about the details, organizing, all of that, because it is Virgo season, right? So this is also letting your true thoughts come out, saying what you mean, being honest about how you feel and what you think with other people, being clear and concise when you speak, when you're talking about how you feel. So yeah, some of you guys could be learning some new things. And it's also really important not to get caught up in duality. So basically, he said, she said, anything to do with that kind of stuff. or it's this person's fault, and I'm right and they're wrong. And we went over that this month, or for the month of August, in Soulology as well, if you're interested in that, and how to kind of basically the game of life, and how to play, and how to keep your balance more, and all of that. So, and how to keep your power more. So anyways, the Virgo new moon is on the 30th, on August 30th, and this could be a shift in your daily environment, or a situation where you need to take action based on what you think is right. And that's interesting, we got action as the first card, right? So yeah, this could be a situation where you need to take action on what you think is right. Changes need to be made, and in this time, and this is the time to do it, basically. So, and then on the 14th, we have the Pisces new moon. Sorry, this is like cutting my head off here. So on the 14th, we have the Pisces new moon. This is taking a true vulnerable look at the truth when it comes to the relationships and the people that you surround yourself with, right? The relationships in your life, and possibly even like making a decision to do with those relationships. Some of you guys could like be feeling this way a little bit already, because the seeds are always planted. Normally, not always, but the seeds are normally planted leading up to the new and full moons, right? So anyways, I think this is about taking a more stable and mature route, learning from your lessons this year so far and from last year. It's important to apply these lessons, basically. So anyway, so then we have Saturn going direct. So it's been retrograde since like the end of April, and this has been happening in your house of relationships, Cancer. So basically, you've been learning a lot about self-worth, discipline, restriction, feeling trapped, anything to do with those things when it comes to relationships, responsibility. I feel like I'm missing something here. Anything that basically was making you feel stressed, restricted, or like it was a burden, or responsible in relationships, anything that just wasn't working, anything that didn't have a stable foundation in your relationship life has gotten shaken up in order for you to learn lessons, and in order for you to build a better and more stable and more secure foundation when it comes to your relationships. So anyways, when Saturn goes direct on the 18th of September, this is when you will start seeing the payoff if you've been applying and learning the lessons that it's been teaching you since basically the end of April, but they can also go back to a year ago. So anyway, so then on the 28th, we have the Libra new moon, and this is going to be for Cancer risings in your 4th house. But like I always say, Cancer sun and Cancer moon could be feeling this stuff too. So once we move into Libra, there's going to be a focus on balance, harmony, peace within your home life and your private life and in your family life and with your emotional self. So, and also with your really personal relationships. So, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that next month. So make sure, Cancer, that you watch your other signs videos to get a more accurate representation of what this month is going to be like for you, or if this reading didn't resonate with you, which please do not say that it didn't resonate with you unless you're listening to this after September, because this reading is for September. So if it's not resonating yet and it's not the end of September, don't freak out. There's still time. You know, let me know if it does end up resonating though, before or even after the end of September. I'd love to know. So yeah, make sure to watch your other signs videos. Make sure to check out my website, TawnyMichelleTarology.com. I have blogs on there. I have all kinds of stuff. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. You can sign up and become a member for free and receive all kinds of notifications and all of that about any deals, sales, blogs, events, whatever that I have going on. So I love you guys. If you guys would like to see the extended bonus reading and the monthly love reading, sign up for Patreon. You can click the link down below, and I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.